Good. I feel good. A lot of time this summer, obviously, to recover, and been skating for a while now, and even after the season, started skating pretty soon, and been obviously ramping up and practicing even before camp, practicing full. So today was good. It was hard, but it was a good day.
Is this something that it's treatable? You're going to keep treating it, or is it manageable in other ways? Like, how do you think?
I think it's something I just have to manage a little bit, and I think, for me, it was just really important to just get some clarity and just kind of know what's going on, and that was a really good thing for me, and I think as soon as I knew what was happening, I think I kind of had a plan. I treated it for a long time. I'm still treating it, and there's different ways you figure out what works for you and how you can manage it, and that was the good thing about the long summer. I kind of had time to figure that out, and obviously talk with all the doctors here, with the staff, and just finding ways to manage it best, and so it's been pretty good.
So this is something you noticed last season, like something that didn't feel right before you knew what it was.
I think I think it's been kind of for a while, and it's just kind of a lot of times kind of questioning what was going on, and I didn't really exactly know what was going on. I just knew something was kind of off, and I think last year it just kind of got to a point where it's getting worse and worse, and and then obviously that hit happened against Florida, and I think that was kind of the point where I was like, I need to figure out what's going on, and something isn't feeling quite right, and that's where I figured it out, and like I said, this was a really good thing for me to get some clarity, and I think as a player you kind of start self-diagnosing a lot, and just having some clarity and having a plan going forward was huge for me. So I'm feeling a lot better and feeling really good on the ice.
What did the doctors say about you being able to get back to 100% the way you were before?
They said I would get back, and like you said, to 100%, and I think it's one of those things where there's probably there's some triggers. There's times where I might feel the symptoms a little bit, but like I said before, just having that clarity on what's going on, and not just being in the unknown on why I'm feeling a certain way, and having the tools to manage it a lot better now is huge for me, and it makes the world of a difference. So I'm definitely back to 100%, and feeling really good on the ice.
Robert, what kind of symptoms were you feeling when you're like, I'm not feeling great, what's going on here? Is it fatigue? What were things that were maybe getting your attention?
I think it was a lot of getting headaches a little bit, and obviously kind of the pot symptoms, and it was very minor. I got a little bit of a headache, maybe your heart rate was spiking a little bit, got a little dizzy, maybe standing up sometimes, and which leads to a little bit of fatigue, and just kind of being exhausted for no reason sometimes, and but like I said, those are things where I just didn't know what was going on. I just didn't know why I was feeling a certain way, and now I have a ton of tools to manage that, and like I said, I did a long rehab process on all of that, and came out of that feeling so much better.
Are you to a point where your concern level for this is not something that's going to be an issue this season?
No, I don't think so. Not at all. I'm not concerned. Like I said, I'm more so relieved and really excited. Just having a plan, and like I said, I feel great. I feel 100%. I feel really good on the ice, and so I'm not concerned at all. I think it's kind of it's exciting for me. I feel like this is almost like the new year, kind of fresh year. I feel a lot better, which is amazing. So there's no concern. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of things I kind of changed. I think, I changed my diet. I think there's a lot of, it's kind of a whole body approach, right? It's not just one thing you're trying to manage. It's trying to just kind of manage your whole body and just feel better in general. And there's a lot of different things that play into that, right? Just like any other person, like a lot of sleep, a good diet. There's certain things I do. I have my routine in the morning. Certain things I do. You know, a lot of tools that I use that help me make feel better. And so I could go through my whole day, but there's different things I do just for, you know, general wealth that just, I mean, became even more important to me now. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. You know, I don't know. To be honest, I couldn't tell you. Like it's, you know, I felt really good for a lot of the season last year too. You know, there was obviously a lot of other things. You know, I think my game wasn't where it was supposed to be, and I'm not going to blame that on any of that. So I think there's a lot of things that go into that. But like I said, I'm excited on just feeling really good on the ice, and I think it just gives me a lot of confidence going into next year.
You're skating out there with Nick Hague. You look like you're on the right side. I know it's early, but you anticipate skating with him a lot this year, and what do you think about working with him?
Yeah, I mean, we prepared together today, and obviously he is, you know, he's a great player. He's a big guy, big reach. He plays hard, and you know, obviously playing against him a lot of times, he's won Stanley Cup. He's one of those guys, you know, he's going to clear up the net front. He's going to play hard in the D zone, and he's really skilled. Like he's got good skills. Makes a really good first pass. So I've gotten to know him a little bit here in the last month or so since he's been here, and he's an amazing guy. So yeah, I think we pair up really well together. Yeah, we're all excited. I think you know, nobody was happy with the way the year went on the team base, and I think individually a lot of guys have a chip on their shoulder, and that's not a bad thing, you know. Kind of coming back, and obviously I think the expectations from the outside are a little different this year than they were last year. But you know, everybody in here has a lot of confidence in our team, and you know, we all know what happened last year, and like I said, we're coming back with a chip on our shoulders, and I think there's a lot of guys in this room that want to prove that we're a great team, and we're excited for that.
Along those lines, the last couple of years, the starts haven't been good. 1 year you were able to dig out, last year was crippling. Does it add an extra intensity to everything you're doing now that you know you have to be doing that from the start?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely an emphasis for sure. I mean, the start is huge, and like we said, the last 2 years we didn't get off to a great start, and I think that's something probably everyone looked at as a team, as an organization. We know how important camp is, and I think just, you know, every guy just I think just speaking for myself as a player, it starts even before camp, right? Like you're trying to prepare all summer for training camp and for the start of that season, and like you said, the start is huge, and I think we know that, and we'll do everything we can in camp to be ready for that.
You can do one more for Roman.
The additions of Hay and Pervis on the back end, do you anticipate any changes to how the team defends this season versus last season?
Yeah, I think I mean, there will be some changes. I think there will be some changes to certain areas of our game, and I think you know, I think as a team, the coaching staff, the management, after a season, you look at everything and you look where you can get better. And I think one of the main points for management was to get a little bigger on the back end, and we certainly did that, and which will probably lead to some changes on the defensive end. And I think that's kind of one of the emphasis we want to have this year in camp and going into the season is we want to be a good defensive team, and I think we weren't a good defensive team last year, so we'll definitely put an emphasis on that.